Here we go. Shadowgate Classic. Shadowgate Classic. This is a Game Boy Color port of the classic Macintosh point-and-click adventure game. I believe it's more specifically a port of the NES and Famicom version, but as we did with the last game, before I even play the game, what we gotta do is look at the manual. Because I love game manuals, chat. Game manuals kick ass. Why am I talking like this? Thank you for selecting the Shadowgate Classic Game Pack. Long ago, a great council of sorcerers existed, the Circle of 12. One from that group of mighty wizards fell into the black arts. He was forever named the Warlock Lord and sought to subjugate the people of Kal Tarlin, right? Kal Tarlin. I need more seltzer. However, the remaining members of the Circle, led by the powerful Lucknir the Timeless, succeeded in imprisoning the Evil One in a deep cavern below Castle Shadowgate. Centuries passed, and the land enjoyed peace and prosperity as the Warlock Lord bided his time deep below. An unfortunate accident triggered by a group of dwarves released the evil from his magical cell, seizing control of the Castle Shadowgate. The Warlock turned his control towards summoning the mighty titan, the Behemoth. With this powerful creature at his side, the Warlock Lord would be unstoppable. Only someone from the ancient line of kings, of which prophecies speak of, can stand against this evil. Proper noun. Only a hero descended from the Lost Royal family can bring ruin to the Warlock Lord's dark schemes. That hero is you! I don't know about that. I ain't no hero. Soldier boy, tell. Will you accept the task of freeing Castle Shadowgate from the clutches of the evil Warlock Lord and prevent his plans for revenge? Maybe. I in particular love this era of fucking, like, look at this font. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is the same font as, you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't download a car. I hope they stole this font too! How'd you spot that? I like fonts on occasion. I don't love them as much as, say, my partner Modest or my friend Keevil, but you didn't download a Shadowgate. I mean, I didn't. This is on cart. Let's see, we got, okay, so many things to do. Cool. There's not much actual information here. You didn't download an EPOR. You didn't download an EP. The last thing that you remember is standing before the wizard Luckmere as he waved his hands. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded Warlock Lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. Damn, didn't realize that Merritt Lash was here. The combination of his evil arts and the great Titan's power will surely destroy us all. I'm at the evil arts. I'm at the Great Titan's power. I'm at the combination of evil arts and Great Titan's power. You are the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Holy shit! Nowdy, I have a suggestion. Do you want me to force spam the Dark Lord? I mean, listen. Us girls gotta do. Us girls gotta do. I will force spend the Dark Lord. It would make her worse and it'd be funny. Exactly. I'm so glad you understand. We do things with a bit around here. Interesting D&D concept. The suggestion was drink water and take your meds, people. You know what? That's good advice. Everybody take your meds. My meds don't need to be taken till like 11, but like everybody else can take their meds. Also, Flygon Breloom, hello, and thank you for the big ol' skeleton emote. Love this skelly. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Skeleton Divine Death Blast! I got a Muller taken out, so I'd be high. You know what? That's fair. I apologize for getting the Muller taken out. I understand that pain well. The most hammed-up skeleton thing I could conceive? Good shit. Grating your teeth, you swear that you will destroy the Warlock Lord. It's a heavy wooden door with iron hinges. The door is open. It's the door leading into the castle's Shadowgate. The skull has... As if by magic, the skull rises. Key 1 is in hand. You seem to be wasting your time. I hit one of my partners with the puzzle of get through the second door on the NES version while a Metamorph was in a call with us. Oh my god. Incredible. That principal wizard Lockmere was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is an horrible death. sound of maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. Hold on. Give me a second. I have to do something. I swear I have to do this. You don't understand. It's required. Yeah! Told you it was important. It's almost like I have a mixer for this or something. The door is locked. This wooden door is reinforced with heavy sheets of steel. You seem to be wasting your time. Even though this door is only an inch thick, it is very sturdy. Hold on. Yeah, there we go! Try flirting with the door? I've already been on enough dates in my lifetime. The key worked! It unlocked the door. Stone walls seem uncomfortably close as you walk down the stairs. Yeah, this came out in 1999. I'm just gonna keep entering the suggestions into the box like we're in a webcomic. So tell me you've read Homestuck without telling me you've read Homestuck. Got it. Compliment the quality of its hinges. Oh, trust me. That works every time. Just ask Rachel. Hey, Vince. Didn't I compliment the quality of your hinges when we first met up? Stone passage winds to an unseen end. Oh, Problem Sleuth, got it. That one I actually did read. It's an ancient tome. It seems that no one has disturbed its pages for centuries. The book is opened and examined. A rectangular hole has been cut out of the inside of the book. He too is in hand. Yay! It's a torch. An oil-soaked rag is wrapped around it. There's something out of the ordinary about this torch, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You know there's a modern sequel in this same style? I did not know! Prequel. Elder Scrolls 1 with the Khajiit. I am unaware. This torch throws dancing shadows around the room. Probably be confused with the TurboGrafx 16 version. Delicious. The stones in these walls were probably cut by the hands of the enslaved mountain dwarves. It's a wooden door with heavy iron hinges. It's a finely crafted wooden door. The door seems to be made of solid oak. Somehow I don't trust this, y'all. Mannequin, the worst adventurer there ever was. Blessed be your name. Sick. Ooh! There's Shadowgate remake in 2014, Shadowgate 2 in 2025, which has boss fights. It's very disliked. 2024 Beyond Shadowgate, completely detached from Turbo CD Beyond Shadowgate. Oh, as you enter, you can see a sword and a sling inside. Handy for long-range battles. Double-edged broadsword. The handle has a druidic script written on it. Alright, we got an ad break, so I'll be right back, chat. Best if you don't do that. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's go in. I'm going to save real quick, chat. Because I want to see what happens when I try to take this thing. That doesn't seem good, chat. That doesn't seem good. Alright, all 3 doors are open. Let's go to the left. You enter a cold room. The stench of flesh and decay pervades the small chamber. You begin to shiver. This room is really cold. It's a large pedestal with iron trim. A small hole in the wall some 3 inches deep. Finely crafted wooden door. Small trapdoor made of polished metal. Let's go through the door. Here it grips you as you enter the room. This hot room. Stones in these walls were probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. Damn, dark. I would love to check out Shadowgate 64 at some point. A broken fragment of a wooden ladder hangs from the opening. As you go down the trapdoor, you realize you took a big step. The fall is quite fatal. Oh, that's perfect emote. It's a sad thing that your adventures happened in here. Whoosh! Flames suddenly shoot from the dragon's mouth! The dragon's flame engulfs your body! You paid for your curiosity with your life. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. Okay, buddy. Hey, Herring! Ah, typical Shadowgate. Can I speak to the dragon? Ouch. That's smarts. Hello, how's it going, Herring? Waving a sling around in the air doesn't seem to be very useful. It won't work without stones. A shark swims as if patrolling this calm pool. Doing some NZ art for a project? Fuck yeah! A lime-covered skeleton stares at you through eyeless sockets. The skeleton has something in its hand. The waters of the subterranean lake are still as a corpse. How's the Grand Pocket Game Adventures going? They're going great, actually. This metal door shows significant signs of rust. The door is open. Water cascades over a subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. The stone is almost perfectly round. This landslide looks like it occurred ages ago. It would take you months to clear it away. The way up to the staircase is obstructed by a landslide. Alright, let's go back here, maybe. You whirl the sling over your head and release the stone. Not bad for a beginner. What you expected hasn't happened. Seems to be the skull of some unfortunate individual. It's a heavy shield. There are only a few dents on it. You raise your shield just in time to block the dragon's flames. All you can see are the two eyes in the darkness. They seem to be watching every move you make. Again, flame spews forth. You use the shield for protection. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. Okay. I have an idea. Your torch goes out with a fizzle. With outstretched arms, you move slowly, looking for a light. Suddenly, you trip over something! Smash! You fall face first into the floor! It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. Hey, it's Spoonie's competition. Listen. Won't work without stones. Cool, love it. This hallway. This long, cold hallway is lined on either side by half a dozen coffins. Old dark marble coffin lid seals an ancient deathbed. Tomb is sealed with a silver lid. Door is opened. Old stone coffin. Lid to this coffin is made of solid gold and must be worth a fortune. The standing sarcophagus is sealed with a dragon scale cover. As you open the tomb, a banshee flies out and emits an ear-shattering scream. You're all right, but it's very hard to hear. What? A mummy stands silently before you. This embalmed 6-footer stands straight and tall. It's a leather pouch. Bag 2 is taken. Let's see what's in the pouch. This room is full of this room full of mirrors reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at a King Otto's fair. This mirror throws back a fine reflection. This mirror has a carved oak frame. The mirror has a carved oak frame. Hello, Mark VD. Welcome, welcome. Navigator, if you know, you know. My bot, please. I saved that before! It's Shadowgate Classic. It says so in the title of the stream as well as on the screen. This is where truly we are gaming in the Clinton years. Usury, Fortune's Flame. Take a look at this. Let's see. Good old MH2. I'll show you what's behind my Shadowgate if you know what I mean. Hold on a sec. Portion of this folder go. I love my 2-3 flying that deals 10 damage to me if I attack it. Let's take a look at it then. Usury, Fortune's Flame, 3 mana, 2/3, 1 and is it mana? For 2/3, free with flying. Whenever you usually Fortune's Flame attacks, choose a number between 1 and 5. Flip that many coins. For each flip you win, draw a card. For each flip you lose, usually deals 2 damage to you. If you won 5 flips this way, you may cast spells from your hand this turn without paying their mana costs. This card is so dumb. I love this. I love this. This is garbage. Y'all, I love this. It's trash. Even with like coin flip decks, it is so bad. But like, it's such a fun risk to take, right? It has won me 1 game and lost me so many. I can imagine. Like, win 5 coin flips in a row as if it's a fucked up game of unfair flips or queue up, and then you get to omniscience? Fuck yeah. It is very dark. Giving it lifelink is forbidden? Yes! You're, in fact, in the wrong colors for that. We do gamble justly here. Neatness counts, but there would seem to be better ways to spend your time. I should build a gambling deck at some point, because they're so bad, but I love them. There's a small hole in the wall, some 3 inches deep. No worries! Take care, Jam! Three inches deep hole per... Dad, are you trying to drive me to have another half shot of vodka tonight? It's working. Why are you apologizing? You didn't do anything! Yes, usually plus Kark's thumb mean you double the number of coins. Well, you flip double the number of coins. Ooh. Basically. But the thing is, each flip you do, you instead flip 2 and ignore one of the flips. So it is still just 5, like, still 5 coin flips, except it's 10. Well, let's see. If an effect tells you to flip more than one coin, it places each individual coin flip. You don't flip coins and ignore any 2. You flip 2 coins, flip 2 coins, and ignore 1 flip from each pair of flips. You know the results of all simultaneous flips before choosing what to ignore. And remember, there's also Kark's other thumb. If you would roll a die instead roll 2 of those dice and ignore one of the results. Ah, Kark the Thumbless. What if I take the torch here as well? You pay for your curiosity with your life. Sick. I feel like that happens to all of us eventually, you know? Our curiosity is paid for with our lives. Alright, now we leave. Oop! I hit the wrong one! Mort. It won't open! What an odd behavior for such a brave warrior! The coffin lid is open. This green slime is quite disgusting. Very thick and warm to the touch. Wait, I have an idea! Are y'all ready for my silly little idea? Remember when I picked up that weird torch? It kind of looked like a conducting rod of some sort. Okay. Alright, so what have I got here? I got a spear. Cold water cascades down into a stiff stream. Some of this music reminds me of some from Sword of Hope. Well, Kemco also published Sword of Hope. It'll take you months to clear it away. What if I use a hammer? I wonder. You were slimed. Well... Did I soft lock myself somehow? Okay. Minchi25, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Cat Cafe. Hope you enjoy your stay. It doesn't soft lock you, but it does extremely give soft locky vibes. Okay. Doesn't understand what you say. So hi, usually just like, no worries, no worries. Always appreciate all people who show up, even like, especially the lurkers. Stone wall. But that stone looks different. Stone falls away to reveal a secret passage! Let's go! As soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. I can't take the torches. Fastened with rather modern-looking nails. A finely crafted silver arrow is not uncommon in the Elven lands. I know this game too well, so I have to behave and be quiet. I understand that. The ledge wasn't strong enough to hold you. You fall to the ground and land hard on your rump. Too high for you to reach. No, I actually appreciate that. I can't take it. What if I want it? a large pedestal with iron trim. Can't take it. I want the hole. Why can't I have the hole? I know what I said. Well, I got slimed. Hold on, wait, the game kills you for picking up the book? Give me a second. When you remove the book from its pedestal, the floor collapses and you fall to your death. Yay! Okay, this game is really funny. Okay, legitimate question. Do I have what I need right now to take care of the slime? I'm pretty sure if you pet the slime, you die. Instead of the crystal, you have been sentenced to the abyss! Listen. Do I have to create an abyss zone for all of you? Yeah. Hi, Blowhigh! Come on. Okay, I could do with a singular hint. On what I gotta do next. Sure, I'll go do that. Oh! Cool! You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. From the darkness below arise the screams of the undead. This cave is hewn roughly in the chasm's walls. Thank you. The shabby bridge is held together with nothing but frayed ropes and rotten planks. The ropes are indeed in bad condition. Oop. What's this? A wraith is standing in your way, barring your path. It doesn't seem to understand what you're saying. The Shadow Wraith, a hideous specter who eternally walks the line between life and death. Oil-soaked rag is wrapped around it. This heavy cloak contains no frivolous adornments such as pockets or a hood. You're afraid to get near it. It's best if you don't do that. The wraith is amused by your feeble attempt and utters an evil curse at you. That was rude. I'm trying to just find a way to use things, okay? Okay. Okay. I am confused. Hello, Gappy is still here. Meowdy, got a recommendation this way? Oh yeah, I'm glad to hear it. How you doing? Alright, looks crowded for the screen we're using. I mean, yes, but it is also a Game Boy Color game. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Wasn't Shadowgate a Mac thing originally? We had an absurd amount of pixels by 80 standards? Exactly, yes! It was. Trying to think. Wait, there's another torch here. You put the torch close to the wraith, but nothing happens. Must be more than one way to do it. The torch burns with a strange flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the wraith is gone. Yay! I did it! Got myself a cloak. Words are silly sometimes, yeah. Basically a port of the NES version. Ports are strange. $100 Ew! Is that a Turf Wizard reference in my chat? Not sure I ever figured out that one without looking it up. I am aware, actually, that it is a Turf Wizard reference. I was really into that franchise when I was young. A little too high for you to reach. Remember finding a TCRF article that informed me that apparently there was a modern PC port of the Mac Adventure games based on the NES ones hacked to have mouse support? Sure, why not? Why the fuck not? The small stone chamber is lined on one side by two barred portals. The coil of rope. I'll take it. Why not? It's too heavy. Small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. Notice that the bottle is impossibly light. Bottle 2 is in hand. Sick. The small silver bottle. What is it? It sure smells terrible. And we got ourselves an ad break, so I'll be right back. Well, now I'm here. Since we're playing Shadowgate, Flame Shadow Conjuring. Take a look. Opening up Scryfall for Flame Shadow Conjuring from Magic Origins. And March the Machine Commander. So I'm grabbing the mock printing. Because it's the first one that comes up on Scryfall. Alright, Flame Shadow Conjuring. 4 mana for an enchantment, 3 in a red. Whenever a non-token creature enters under your control, you may pay 1 red. If you do create a token that's a copy of that creature, the token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so here's something cool. I like this as a little bit of pushing aggression. I don't like it as a token generator. Mainly because of one word found in it at the end, which is exile it. Exile effects avoid the graveyard, so that means that a creature that is exiled doesn't die, but super dies, you know what I mean? So it doesn't trigger any death triggers, because it avoids the graveyard entirely. Which means, like, I was considering Flame Shadow Conjuring for my Shadow the Hedgehog deck until I read that last line of text. And 4 mana is a pretty fairly costed ability, and 1 red, like, I think that makes it a very fair and balanced card. I want to find ways to play with this, but the one context I was looking at for it did not work out, so I'll need to figure out. Are there any cards that activate effects upon being exiled? Not off the top of my head, really, but like there are also cards that, you know, deal with like exiling then coming back into play to double up on their enter the battlefield triggers. That's something that we call blinking. Or flickering. This sign reads Epor, or rope backwards. It's an ancient leather-bound parchment. I don't trust it. Scroll 1 is in hand. It's an ancient leather-bound parchment. Scroll 1 is open. Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement. 5 to find. There are 3 are 1. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. The silver orb, the banished below. The Staff of Ages to vanquish the foe. One. Vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the Golden Blade, the last to invoke the Platinum Horn. That would have great synergy with that card, yes, but there are very few things that do that. There's a small hole in the ceiling. Damp air is blowing out of the gap in the stone wall. Seem to be wasting your time. It's too high for you to reach. Epor. You got it! It seems to be some sort of magic word. You've learned 1 magic spell! Oh, there we go! It's a strange sounding word indeed. spell was chanted. Epor. There are many strange things in this world. When you said the magic spell, the rope moved, having stretched up to the hole. Ain't gonna be talking about holes and stretching in my purview without me taking the lowest hanging fruit of the joke, you know? Grab it by the low hanging fruit. The rope stops moving. The lowest hanging fruit gets the hole, as they say. Hi, Theo. Hi. How you doing, dear? Sorry, that was a bit loud of me. Room full of mirrors reminds you of the Elven Fun. Oh! Yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, yeah, I got slimed. You know, I thought about it, and like, that doesn't seem very cash money of them. Judging by the intricate workmanship, this bridge seems to be quite sturdy. Gosh. I hope your night's been okay, though. Alright, next we hit our save button. You know what? I have an idea. I haven't tried everything yet. The mummy bursts into flames, leaving behind a scepter among the ashes. Let's go! Sick! Oh, I got another card to review. Grand Marhalt Elsdragon, ever hear of Rampage? Do nuts. I cannot remember. Do not recite the ancient texts to me, for I was there when it was written! I was not around for Rampage, but I was only a little bit. I was only a little bit, like, behind it. General Marhalt Elsdragon. here we go. Rampage is not like Annihilate. So, Rampage, whenever this creature Rampage X, whenever this creature becomes blocked, it gets +X until end of turn for each creature blocking it beyond the first. And General Marhaut Elsdragon, whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn for each creature blocking it. Essentially, whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, it gains Rampage 3. Well, all creatures you control have Rampage 3, essentially. The ability triggers once, no matter how many creatures are blocking it. The number of creatures blocking it is determined as the ability resolves. Commander of my most Unga Boonga deck. God damn it. I have wanted to build a deck based around all of the blocking based mechanics that are super cursed. Like, I want to build something with, that utilizes banding / bands with others. I want to build something that, and also Rampage, and also Bushido, and also flanking. Aguirre. Girid, oh my god. Go, my prized unicorn! Kill the token player with this trample I found! Oh my god. Ah, prized unicorn. All creatures able to block prized unicorn, do so. I love things with lore style effects. It's so fun. Like, I don't play Unga Bunga bullshit usually. My closest thing to an Unga Bunga bullshit deck is my Rith Liberated Primeval deck. And I guess like my brews of Shadow and like Phineas, my budget Phineas brew, are both very Unga Bunga, but like one of them is Unga Bunga tokens ++1/+1 counters, and the other one is Unga Bunga Spark Elementals. I have hit a player for 124 damage with a prize unicorn and Teamer Battle Rage. Oh. You see, I like you aggro players. I like aggro players sometimes. Like, the closest I usually get to aggro is mid-range, but, like, I get ya, and I understand you, and I want to be you sometimes. That is the fire alarm. No. It was the smoke detector, and it only went off a little bit. As long as they don't pull out Ember Cleave. Oh my god. What if I hit this rock on the back? Ouch, that's smarts. Wait, hold on. Oh, let's go. Hey chat, do you want to know about my pet Magic the Gathering card? It's a card from Future Sight. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. Okay, let's see. The rock is quite loose. What if we hit it? Hit the rock as hard as you can. The loose rock falls down as if hinged to the wall. The leather pouch! Street Wraith? That would be funny. Ew, no, but like, it would be so funny if it were Street Wraith. My favorite card, like my pet card in Magic the Gathering, is a weird Future Sight card called Spellweaver Volute. This is 5 mana, 2 blue pips and 3 of any color. Enchantment, it's an aura enchantment. You enchant an instant in a graveyard with it. And whenever you play a sorcery spell, like let me read the modern wording of it real quick. Whenever you cast a sorcery spell, copy the enchanted instant card. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. If you do, exile the enchanted card and attach this aura to another instant in a graveyard. This card is so funny. This card is so fucking funny. Like, you use it to steal other people's instants, sure, but also you can use it to replay your own. I mean, like, okay, usually people think of the opposite. Like, sure, you can use your own, but you could also steal your opponent's. But, like, let's be real, y'all. I love to steal. Man, it's a good thing adventures aren't their instant side. It sure is. And if you exile somebody's graveyard, Spellweaver Volute falls off and, goes to its owner's graveyard. So, I find that really funny. I currently run this in my Riku of Many Paths, EDH list, which is a modal Spellslinger deck. Have you ever gotten to play with Bribery? Yes! 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 Bribery is so funny. Bribery is so funny. I'm gonna pull up Bribery after I'll just pull up Bribery right now because it's the current topic. Target opponent's library for a creature card and put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Then that player shuffles. Bribery is one of those cards that I absolutely would wish it were an instant and more expensive, so that way I could put a Spellweaver Volute onto it. Like, that would be so funny. Yeah, that would be so funny. Death decks are so salty for a reason, but like, one of my favorite commanders is so on its face, just arch enemy inducing. But okay, for Spellweaver Volume, the commander I'm currently running for it is... Isn't there a card that can search for a card with Flash? Probably. But Spellweaver Volume only works on instants. I'm usually the one playing with the underdog deck. I love the underdog decks though. I pretty much, outside of like having a few precons, only play with commanders that aren't in the top 100 on purpose. Agent of Treachery is so weird and I love it. I'm immune to them because all my cards are synergistic. Yeah, I love that shit so much, and I love to see that shit. Also, it means I get to steal more of your shit. But Riku Mini-Paz is a modal spell slinger. Whenever you cast a modal spell, choose up to X, where X is the number of times you choose a mode for that spell. Exile the top card of your library until end of turn. Your next turn you may play it. Put a +1/+1 counter on Riku. Gains trampled until end of turn. And create a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying. It's funny how I love Agent so much that I always forget it has a second ability. My god, yeah. Beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents you don't own, draw 3 cards. There's a reason this card is like still $10. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Ew, it's getting an avatar reprint, and like, those avatar reprints look like ass, dude. I literally made a friend of mine quit playing theft decks because he would steal cards from my deck, look at them, and get sad. That's so funny, though! Like, theft... The bag contains 3 large jewels. I'm taking them. White gem. Blue gem. Red gem. Because there's dinner. I'll be back in a bit. Hi y'all! I return! Had a very quick dinner of fish and or chip. Just like an extra crispy shoestring cut. How was the fish and or chip in your own words? The fish was, thank you. It had a really nice lemon garlicky breading to it. And the chips were crispy. And we serve them with a little bit of curry mayo. Yeah, also hi Andy. Two mana, 1/5 that must bounce something on your board on ETB. Oh my god. You're in Conclave Exile, proving you can play aggro and Commander since 2019. Sure. Also, hi, I have a beer. Got an Innocent Gun, single malt cask golden beer. Ah, I see. It's Naya. It's immediately shit! No. I have a Naya deck, just one Naya deck, and it's with Liberated Primeval, and I've also brewed at Rocco Street Chef at one point. I want to cook up salmon, but it's $16 per fish or something crazy. Yeah, it's gotten pretty expensive. Geared Conclave Exile is 5, so 2 and Naya. For a human shaman to 5, when it enters, create a 4/4 green rhino creature token with trample. And whenever Geared attacks, populate, which means you create a token that's a copy of a creature token you control. The token enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. I respect it. I respect the hustle. Get yourself some extra combats with this, which is super easy to do in Naya. Yeah, I respect it. I'm terrified of it, but I respect it. If you haven't been following me for a while, chat, what do you think my colors are? What do you think my typical 2-color combination is? Or what my typical 3-color combination is? If you actually know the answer. Yeah. Okay, Mark, you got the 2-color one, absolutely correct. And in my heart, Grixis is my most commonly played 3-color. But I currently have no Grixis decks. Somehow I currently have no Grixis decks. You look pretty purple to me. Hey. I know. I'm building a Marchesa, an OTJ Marchesa deck. Let's go, Nico Bolas the Ravage. Fuck. I could build Kemco and make everybody mad. Kemco Court Mage will make everybody mad. One of my most commonly played 3 colors is actually Esper. Because I'm an absolute bitch. Alright, back into the next room. Hold on, I have an idea. Man, I want to play a deck with the original Esper commander. I know like nothing about Magic, so I'm gonna be lost when Magic comes up. I'm sorry. It happens. I'm trying to like, I try to explain Magic in a way that is like, oh yeah, if people don't know Magic, here's like something that's like, alright, let me compare it, like usually to another card game, or to like a tabletop game in general, or like the pace of things. Also, God, what is his name? What is his name? Oloro, I think? Yeah, Oloro Ageless Ascetic. See, my favorite Esper commander is a Theft commander. I do want to build a Loro at some point, but like Oloros got Eminence, so I don't enjoy Oloro. I don't enjoy Eminence for the most part. Like if I want, oh, the Sentinel Sisters? No. We talking old school. We talking Ice Age. Yeah, no worries, I understand. Looking for this, where is it? Oh yeah, it's in TSP, that's right. Also, I got some avatar cards open in Naya top, resisting the air. Oh my god, that's funny. We're talking Ice Age, as in cards that came out during the Ice Age. Marieke Reverie! She's a 1/1 Esper Commander. You literally just pay white, blue, and black for her. She doesn't untap during your untap step, but you tap her to gain control of target creature as long as you control Marieke. When Marieke leaves play or becomes untapped, destroy that creature. It can't be regenerated. This is combination board control and theft. This card is mean. As soon as she hits the table, if you don't have an answer for her, I kind of clean up. One of my favorite cards to combine with her is Adarkar Valkyrie from Cold Snap. Yeah, basically, you have to counter her ability. Like, you gotta be, or get rid of her. You gotta stifle her in some way. You gotta make that effect fizzle. But it's one of those things that's like, it's a very obvious game plan, so it doesn't become a threat until you're unable to answer it. But Adarkar Valkyrie, 6 mana for a 4/5 with Flying and Vigilance, and you tap her. When target creature other than Adarkar Valkyrie dies this turn, return that card to the battlefield under your control. Oh no, I'm talking about untapping her at instant speed. Oh, I see you've seen the plan, haven't you? Loading up the deck with as many untappers as possible. Anyway, the room stinks of rotten meat. And so does my house. It doesn't stink of rotten meat. The only meat I eat is fish, and we eat that. Alright, so we got ourselves some gemstones. I'm just gonna, like, put this into this hole. The gem fits perfectly in the hole. A small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. Johan. Just Johan. Naya, so white, green, red, and 3 of any color. It is, like, Johan is a legendary human wizard according to errata. It's a 5/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have Johan gain. Johan can't attack until end of combat. If you do, attacking doesn't cause creatures you control to tap this combat if Johan is uncapped. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. I would build this shit. And Yamako! How's it going? I didn't see you come in. Hello! Yeah, it's identical to the NES game, just with slightly different graphics. Yeah. Here would be a Legends card. So my husband made this fun little thing for people who play Magic called EDA Shrinker. And it's basically a Wordle-style game where you order cards by how popular they are on EDA Trek. And one of the puzzles I made was the 7 lowest rated legendary creatures in Legends. Wait, this might be a silly thought, but comparing to other games I actually know some of, are the colors almost like Pokemon TCG Energy, except existing costs? And rather... Correct. You are absolutely correct! The energy system is actually a very interesting way of, like, thinking about, like, this kind of thing. Where, basically... Yeah! You have to essentially tap into your energy source in order to play these cards, instead of having the required energy in order to attack. But it does, in some way, like gate your gameplay. And no worries! Go get some rest. Thanks for dropping by. Keep your teeth tight. Sure hope my teeth are tight. They should stay in my mouth. I dealt with dental shit last year. I don't want any more of that. Let me look at the sphere real quick. This crystal sphere is as cold as... Hold on, chat. I got an idea. You ready for my idea? I got an idea. Shit. I gotta load the game, because I don't want to have to deal with getting the sphere again. I gotta show my partner this ranking thing. I don't play Commander at all, but I don't play Magic at all, but she plays tons of Commander. Hell yeah! That's awesome! Remember, brush your vegetables and eat your teeth. Oh, Lord knows I'm always eating my teeth. Hang on, I got another idea. We got another idea here. So you see this water, and the sphere is cold as ice. Still having a good time? This game kicks so much ass. This is the best $5 I've ever spent, like $5 Canadian I've ever spent on a cartridge. You drop the sphere into the lake, and notice the ripples disappear as water turns into ice. Rip Shark, I know. Pour one out for Shark Proxy. Can't take the skeleton. Like, pour one out for Shark Proxy.
Artifact creature. Angel. Flying. You can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game.
Platinum Angel? Well, why are you a Platinum Angel? I'm scared. The lake has become a solid sheet of ice. Key 3 is in hand. Yay! It's gonna be the last ad break. So I'm gonna play through it. I need to grab the sphere again, maybe. Can't take it. Oh! I think I need to use my torch. The torch melts away the ice over the sphere, allowing it to float to the surface. Not surprisingly, the lake refreezes quickly. Sick! I'm gonna take my own torch. Stretching back out. This is hot girl shit. It is hot girl shit, I agree. I'm trying to think. I remember there being something I needed to take a look at, which requires me to go back through here because of the fucking slime. The anti-speedrunner trick. Slime. Seems that this part of the wall doesn't quite fit. Feel the ground shake as the rocks move slowly aside to reveal a passageway! Let's go! The cold water from the limestone drips on your neck, sending shivers down your spine! Yo, this kicks so much ass. Shadowgate kicks so much ass. It's a stone wall. This is a concave polygon. It seems to have been carefully carved into the stone. It's a fine red ruby. Its color reminds you of your adventure across the sea of blood. The dark blue gemstone that is as big as the pommel of a sword. Let's try something real quick. The gem seems to fit, but nothing happens. Blue gem, maybe? Ooh! I feel like I'm getting clicker trained by this music every time it plays. Elaborate. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard! You see, warrior! The warlock lord can only be defeated by the courage and step of ages, by thy courage even. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Have thy wits about thee, warrior, fare thee well. The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. He's saying happy thoughts in my head that may or may not be related to video game reviews. How long has he been hiding behind that rock? You know, all day, probably. Scroll 2 is open. You read the scroll. The scroll reads, as the shadow of the wind, thou shalt be Humana. You've learned a magic spell. As the spell was chanted, scroll 2 quickly vanished. Neat! I feel like I need to use the hammer on one of these mirrors because, like... Look, I played Sweet Home recently. I know you're supposed to break mirrors. Bellowing like some Norse god, you smash the hammer into the mirror. You shatter the mirror, revealing an iron door. Smash! Now you see stars! It won't open. Nothing happened. Alright, the key worked and it unlocked the door. This room is incredibly hot! This must be what the lower levels of Gehenna are like. The heat is unbearable and you have to turn back. Let me take a look at some other item in our inventory I haven't really examined. This heavy cloak contains no frivolous adornments such as hoods or... You know what? You try on the cloak and find it very unbecoming. It barely fits over your armor. So hot, you begin to sweat profusely. Why'd that work? I put on an extra layer. You hurl the sphere into the fire below you. The hell-spawn flames quickly vanish and soon, as soon as the sphere touches them. It's a heavy wooden door with iron hinges. Oh, the bridge is metal! Oh god, a can? That's horrid. A thick black oil. Interesting. A sharp, cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep, dark chasm. Alright. Chat. I feel like picking this up next week. This kicks so much ass. I guess you'll die from acute heat stroke, but not from burns. Delicious. I mean, like, have you ever had charred flesh? It's a little crispy. Also, hi, Chipper. Anyway, end card time. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. If you take a look at my pinned post, you'll see that I have a form for bad handheld game recommendations. That's because I'm collating all that, putting it onto a wheel, spinning that wheel on Saturday to celebrate the fact that 2,500 of y'all seem to enjoy my presence enough to follow me. And that makes me feel so fucking humbled every single time. I'm excited for hell. Yeah! Have a good night, y'all. And if you wish to hang out with me more, hey, join the Discord. You can also follow me on social media. I have a VOD channel, but I'm a little behind on uploading to it because I'm out of space on my current external. And I am running low on space on my actual hard drive, so I need to fund that new external. So if you want to help that, you can help crowdfund that on my throne. Glad to have stopped by. You took a classic adventure game and made a joke about holes. I'm glad to make you feel at home. Anyway, let's find a raid target. I should see if anybody on the team is currently streaming. But if not, then we got multiple targets here. We got ourselves Redacted Cat. We also have, let's see, is Reed streaming right now? We have Spicy Bara. Reed is streaming some Code Vein. Oh, Eden's streaming. It's been a while since I've rated somebody on the team. If you wish to use the emote that you're about to see for the raid message, you can subscribe. Honestly, that would be chill. Looks like Eden is playing Elemental Gimmick Gear. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Guy on the cover looks like Camille Gundam. Oh my god. Alright. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been fun. The Cat Cafe may be closed for today, but we will always welcome you back again another day. Take care. Bye-bye. See ya. Stay safe. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening.